There you go. Welcome back to another brand new episode of WWE versus UFC submissions. Joe and Brad, former UFC middleweight. He's even wearing his t-shirt today. He looks good, doesn't he? I'm going to show the submission on Brad. He's going to rate it, see if it hurts or not. And then he's going to put me in an MMA alternative to the submission. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to try and get to 100K before the end of the year. So please make sure you hit that bell button. Let's get to it.
Austin hangs on. Last Chancery. Yet. Look at this, Corey. The last Chancery. Oh, great counter into the last Chancery.
Okay, so the setup for this is quite strange. I guess the guy was usually knocked out on his face, and he approached from the head. He grabbed an S grip around arm and head, and then would do a full headstand to crab, and somehow managed to get the torque on the body. The thing is, with this sort of position, if you put yourself in such a random position, you're not guarding an escape, and you can escape from this one very easy. So here we go. So he would go under the arm to an S grip. For those that don't know, this is an S grip. You create an S with your fingers. Puts his head down and flips over. Fucking, how's that, Brad?
It's not nice.
Not nice? Okay, show us the escape. No, come back. Come back.
I got it. It's hard to stay in it.
Yeah, it's actually harder to stay in that submission than it is to get tapped out by it.
Looks fucking good though.
It does look cool. It looks cool as fuck.
I mean, if you stayed there.
No, yeah. If you're a pro wrestler and you're being paid to lose the match, yeah, you'll look great, scream, tap out. Yeah, what are you gonna do, Brad?
But what I'm going to show you is a cool little back take I learned. Very similar to that. I'm going to try and mimic his movement a little bit, but I got to be honest with you, I haven't got an answer for that, unless I did do what it was, a neck crank. So what I'm going to show you then, so Joe's going to be on the turtle position, facing away from me. Right, so first of all guys, there's a few ways of doing this. I'm going to show you a nice easy one first, right? I'm going to come through, torque the wrists. And then here, I'm going to put my head to the mat and then crab over the top of Joe. From here, straight in.
There we go. Okay, once again, so from turtle position.
Right, this time I'm going to do it a bit more faster, a bit more momentum, make it look a bit sexier. Right, inside, get a nice torquey grip. Here, now nothing there, I'm going to jump over, arch my back. Hit me again guys. One foot in, the other foot underneath. Locking that hip.
Okay, so Brad's thought of another one. He's going to do a move we call the game changer, which is a back take to rear naked choke. And this one hurts, but I essentially do the same sort of flippy motion as the last Chancery.
I learned this at the lab quite a while ago. I've hit it on a few older people and almost, tore their spines out because they try and resist, but any of you know it's not bad. Just for Joe's own sake, I'm going to get him on his elbows here. Right, key points. Seatbelt grip. My shoulder has to be over on the far side of his head. Now I'm going to bring my body out to the side. I'm going to sausage roll, which is a long way roll, straight over. And Joe's going to do a flip over under his front. So I'm here, and now I'm going to go quickly roll it in. And once I'm here, guys, as you see, I've still got this grip, right? Now what I do when I'm here, as I rolled, I've switched, and I go straight to the short choke. Yeah, you can go straight to the normal one. They're all pretty bad.
They are. Next!
First goes Dorado, and now Neville looking for a...
Rings of Saturn, it looks like, Michael.
Saturn! Rings of Saturn!
Yeah! Rings of Saturn! Will he give up?
Okay, next up was one of my favorites as a kid. Although it wasn't done by Neville, it was done by Perry Saturn, the originator of the Rings of Saturn. Insert comments of people saying, Perry Saturn wasn't the first one to do it, but fuck it, I don't actually care. The setup for this, which Neville does, is usually a face plant or face crusher, whichever move he's trying to do. And as the guy is laid on his face, he secures an arm, sits, puts it between his legs, cinches that up nice and tight, reaches under the other arm, and pulls that back. And it ain't fun. And then proceeds to do the wrestling crank.
Can you not crank the neck from there?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's the rings of Saturn.
And cranks the neck.
That's fucking horrible.
So there you go. I was being nice. I didn't want to crank the neck.
Yeah, fuck it. You got to make it do it exactly the same as they do it. That's
Yeah, so
savage.
so you're securing the legs and the arms. You're locking the arm up, grabbing the face and cranking that fucker back. Right, what have we got then, Brad?
Right, and actually I've got a real good move for this actually. I did a seminar with Ian the Machine Freeman. He's an ex-UFC guy. He actually beat Frank Mir back in the day. And he taught us this neck crank. It's pretty much identical to that, just from a different setup. So I'm going to show you from here from the side. So Joe's going to be down, I'm going to be in side control. Now, the way Ian taught it was from here. I'm going to bring and trap this. This is really important. You've probably seen a lot of jiu-jitsu guys do this when they start bringing the lapel underneath. Right, I just come here, step, bring that in, and then from there, yeah, I crank the neck. But what I've also seen is pretty cool is this. Just smother them. You can't get. I had some Polish guy in this once. He's like some ex-gymnast.
Yeah,
and literally, I couldn't even, unless I snapped his neck, he wouldn't tap.
Yeah, there's not
So
really
I
much,
just-
there's no room for my head to
just-
worm
yeah,
out.
well,
What's
you
that behind my head? What's that there?
It's my arm,
Is
mate.
that your arm? Okay, so what?
Yeah.
If I maybe get that out of the way, then I can maybe pass.
You do very well if you've done that. Because that's the actual position. Now,
Yeah.
now do it.
That ain't happening.
I know, it's not good.
Hi, Mum. This is not a fun position to be in. Oh, yeah. And then obviously you have that aspect about in MMA.
Oh, you just pound. You
Just pound it. You just hold them there and just elbow the shit out of them.
banjo string. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, not fun. That's evil. Ian, you're an evil fucker.
He is, mate, yeah.
Yeah. Next. Okay, next one is the Regal Stretch. I remember William Regal. He was the Ponzi English guy which they introduced to play off the American audience. His storyline and his character was absolutely nuts, but he pulled a set of knuckle dusters out of his shorts and would hit people out of it when the ref wasn't watching. This is a fun one. So again, it started off, guy was on his front facing towards camera, and this one Brad has already said sucks. It hurts already.
Tight hip flexors.
Okay, so what we're going to do, so he folds the legs over each other, puts his body weight onto them, which ain't fun, reaches under the arm, grabs the face, and cranks like a motherfucker. Which, if you're not flexible, that shit sucks. So that one definitely hurts. Obviously, the wrestlers themselves, they train, they keep themselves nice and flexible, they get used to these moves, they train to prevent them hurting to an extent so that they can perform them properly. But this shit still hurts. Brad is now gonna fucking hurt me.
See, I've actually got quite a cool one for this. I was in Thailand training before a fight, and I saw this crazy Sambo/Russian wrestling move. And I had to ask what it was. It was just so incredibly savage and uncomfortable. I had to learn it. I mean, I don't know if it's escapable or not. I mean, I saw loads of guys get out of it, but once or twice he did catch some good guys in it.
So he puts his foot up on the inside.
He used to come here and
Underneath.
crank
Oh, fucking hell.
here. He used to break them down while here. Now, once he had him here, he'd break them, and this is the cool bit.
So that leg is trapped, guys.
This is before you think, oh, Joe, you can just roll and take his back. This is what he used to do to get him to flatten back out. He come across their face and pulled it, and Joe has to pull his arm back across himself here. And he used to do this, and a lot of time he could get himself from here. He used to also bring his arm across, trap, crank. Now, the coolest one I ever seen him do, right? You come this way, you come to the arm, right? So he started attacking this arm.
God, you're heavy.
I know, I've got my hips in here.
Yeah.
Right, so what he done, he comes from here. And he actually comes under the arm.
Okay.
And then from here. And I couldn't believe he actually got something in it. But then to carry on, he got S grip. and then he bellies out and pulls the head out.
Oh my god, that is the worst spinal crank.
I saw him do it, and I was like, that's like a back to front, upside down twister. Like
It was as a back to front, upside down twister with a neck crank. That is horrendous.
the variations I've seen him do it from.
The friction on the inside of my arm as well.
Oh, mate. I thought I was going to be able to get out, and then he faced me. I was about to roll out, like I said to you earlier. It feels like you can roll out. Yeah, I take a...
Nope.
The whole fucking face goes the other way, and you're like sprawling your arm out. And as soon as you fuck up and go flat with that arm, he's underneath it.
He is under it. So that is Brad's version of the Regal Stretch. That's fucking horrible. Right, next.
Yes, she saw it.
Look at her. Oh, she's going to take advantage. Disarmor applied.
He should be worried. Uh-oh. Because you know what this means. Oh, no.
Disarmor.
Getting out the end. Disarm.
Becky Lynch in the WWE does a couple of little tweaks. Instead of having the hand facing upwards so she can bend the elbow, she turns the hand just a little bit, which allows this much bend in the elbow, which essentially saves her opponents. Occasionally one does go palm up and they squeal like a piggy. But yeah, this is a fun one. Becky does it from lots of different random setups. She does it from a flip and a roll, but the premise is kind of the same. It ends up being person on their front, step over, sit on the shoulder, grab the arm. Very easy submission, which I will demonstrate now, and I will show you Becky Lynch's modifications. So Becky grabs the arm and does some weird little spinny move, and then sits her pert little body on the shoulder, which secures the back, stops it from rolling, and pulls here.
Oh dear.
Palm down means that there's a little bit of torque, a little bit of room, but Brad can still bend his elbow, especially if it's here.
Yeah, that's way better.
Loads of room. Palm that way up, that way up. Ooh, not good, not good, yeah? That is literally all of the pressure right here. And she sometimes grabs it here as well, which obviously it reduces the lever, which hurts less. Does it like this, like she's holding some massive penis. Painful, not so painful. So this is a standard jiu-jitsu armbar from Mount.
So I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah. You've said that 1,000 times.
Hurts a bit. I say that to all my first my little virgins. All right, so from here, I'm going to grab the opposite arm. I'm going to come to S mount. From here, I start to torque. All right? I deliberately, don't ask me why I do this.
You fucking heavy bastard.
Just take some weight off, take some weight off Joe, who's clearly heavier. Don't drip your guts. Took the weight off him.
Yep.
Right, now, people always say, why do you... I'm attacking this bottom arm, right? But I do this deliberately. I turn here. Right, now I come underneath both. So I've got hold of this one here. As I turn, I come underneath both. And I torque both. And I turn. Now, once I make that clamp, I belly out. Here. I keep that
See where
firm.
my hand is, guys? See the direction of my palm?
See that?
Ooh, yeah.
If I turn it, it makes it off. There you are, takes it off. Thumb down. Not nice.
And if you want to be an evil bastard, you
And the
literally
great thing
lay
about
your
it,
face.
if I come back here and he does that, you know, the little forearm grab? Come to there, you bicep it up here. That's the best thing about MMA.
So I'm either going to cover my face and give him my arms, or I'm going to hold my arms together.
People literally would rather die than give their arms up, believe it or not, it's weird. So I just attack, I come underneath both. And I've got so much torque here, it's insane. I got torque that a long time ago now, at Sweatbox in Bristol.
Being underneath your weight is the worst part of that.
100 kilos. 220.
So there you go, so there is lots of setups, different ways for arm bars. It is essentially the same thing. Becky Lynch, your arm bar is legit if you apply it properly. Good submission. Next.
Becky's gonna pick him up and rack him.
He's got him wrecked, guys.
I remember this move, and it was fucking hilarious, and I always thought, holy hell, that must hurt like crazy. But he is heavy, and I am not Lex Luger. I'm pretty strong, but 108 kilos. This is going to be...
Fuck off.
This
added 20 pounds, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
100 kilos.
You added 20 pounds, my friend.
100 kilos, mate.
So here we go. So I'm going to attempt the Lex Luger torture rack on Brad. Enjoy. This one deserves your fucking like and your subscribe if you're brand new. Here we go. So Lex would do this, quite an easy setup. Essentially it's just like a fireman's carry.
Yeah.
One arm underneath, but instead of rolling to your front, he gets that shoulder on the back.
You can't grab my head, can you?
And it's there we go. And then he does the... How's it feel,
like
Brad?
quite relaxing.
Is it quite nice? It's not for me, it really hurts.
Pull hard. That cannot be right.
Woo!
Is that definitely right?
Yeah. He has, I remember on the old WWE games, it was more like...
Yeah,
Yeah. There we go.
I'm not feeling good here. It still
There we
doesn't
go.
hurt.
Still doesn't really hurt.
It's quite a nice...
Brad is quite laid back.
I'm laid back, I'm not even trying to...
He's out cold. He's out cold.
tap
I
it
win.
Oh, mate.
Don't know who hurts more, me or him.
What am I going to do that?
Fucking
I don't
hell.
have in the slightest. You debunked that part.
Yeah, that one don't work, guys. Does not work.
I'm going to have to show you this from two angles, so I apologise. You might get a screen full of ass to start off with, but it gets pretty cool towards the end. All you college wrestlers out there, I apologise if I belittled you in any way. I am not good at wrestling, but I'm not good at actual wrestling. I suck. It's so fucking vile and hard. Alright, so from here, I'm going to have Joe in front headlock. Right? I'm going to try and show you as little ass as possible. I've got his chin strapped. Now from here, I'm going to pull him forward, and as I spin round, I'm going to grab his ankle, put my elbow to the mat, and put my head underneath him. Here. While getting my left elbow down to the ground, I control his knee. Now, this is the bow and arrow bit. As I bump him forward, I pull myself out, and I put my head into him. Now from here, I pull, torquing it. And what I'm really trying to do is get Joe to sit through and go to his back. So I can use this.
Cool, fucking hell.
Right, it's quite a cool little move. I mean, I used to do it all the time front headlock, but when I started, competing against way better wrestlers, it was way harder.
You're essentially holding the head, trapping the ankle, and then driving your head into the rib cage to bend the back into that very awkward position.
It's fucking rancid.
That's not fun. That is not
Absolutely
fun.
rancid. So, I can control that chin here, got the back of the arm, drag them forward. Here, I know I've got my knee down just because I'm demonstrating, guys. I should be up here to all you American wrestlers. As Joe can now feel that is much different.
Yeah.
From here, as I pull down, I come deep. Here, I bump, I get my head. If you can get your forehead, it's better. Here, I've got a bad neck, so I'm trying to get there you are, forehead on him. Here, I pull his chin back this way, and I torque his his right knee towards me, his ankle.
Oh, fucking hell.
And then from here, guys, I keep control of this, and that's how I keep him on his back. Especially for MMA.
That sucks.
It's not pleasant,
That sucks a bag of dick, that does.
but it works.
Yeah, it does.
Saeed Ismaili taught me that.
Good old Saeed. So there's 5 very cool submissions, but wait, we have a special appearance of the sharpshooter. Okay, so we thought of different ways in which we can make the sharpshooter truly epic for you guys, the fans. So we've done something very special. I'd like to introduce my very own Stone Brad Steve Austin. He's rocking the jorts.
Which we had to make. No normal man in England owns jorts.
And he's got his Stone Cold t-shirt on.
Which I also didn't own. Joe had to buy.
I had to buy it off Amazon. So now it's time for me to become Bret Hart. Yeah! Bret Hart in the house, baby. Oh, I think I look quite good. Just adjust.
I might wear this out this weekend.
Yeah.
Shits and gigs.
Okay, fucking hell, how the hell Brett fucking put up with his hair?
Yes, he does. Bye-bye, he says. Yeah, he took one up so long. Del Rey giving it up.
Yeah!
Cost him all the move.
There we go. Whew. How was my sharpshooter, guys? I think that was a bit better. It was plenty locked in. I think I summoned the inner Bret Hart very well. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep them commenting. Keep them coming. We will see you again very soon.